No audience, no email list, no followers, no past sales, just a product you made and 7 days to find one paying customer. Most people panic here. They shouldn't, because your first customer isn't a marketing problem. It's a search problem, and search problems have a process. So here's the exact 5-step system to find that first customer. The one that turns a thing I made into a business. This assumes your product's already live and taking payment. And step 1 is where most people lose before they send a single message. Most beginners describe their customer as freelancers or moms or people who want to make money online. That's not a customer, that's a census category. And you can't find a census category in your DMs. The hunter version is 5 lines. Who exactly are they? Not freelancers. Freelance designers under 18 months in, still trading hours for dollars. What are they struggling with this week? Not growth. They just lost a client and they're panicking about rent. Where do they hang out? Be specific. The exact subreddit, Slack, and accounts they reply to. What have they already tried that failed? And what would they pay to fix this right now, not someday? If you can't fill those in with concrete words, your product doesn't have a customer problem yet. It has a you problem, and marketing won't fix it. Here's the test. Read your description out loud. If a real person you know pops into your head by name, you nailed it. If you just see a stock photo at a laptop, go deeper. It's slow, it's boring, but it's the highest leverage thing in this entire video. Now, you know who you're hunting. So why do 90% of people who get even this far still have 0 sales 30 days from now? It's not the price, the niche, or the product. It's that they're fishing when they should be hunting. A fisherman casts into open water and waits. He posts on Twitter, drops a TikTok, puts a link in his bio, and hopes something bites. A hunter is different. He knows the exact watering hole the deer go to at dusk. He doesn't shout or cast wide. He puts himself directly in the path of the animal he's after. Your buyer isn't in the open ocean. They're at a specific watering hole with a specific problem you can already solve. Until you find it, you can post 400 times and sell 0 copies. So if I were starting over with nothing, I'd skip everything that doesn't move the needle and go straight into the hunt. So let's go to the watering hole, where your buyer is already gathered and complaining. And this'll feel wrong, because it's the opposite of what every guru says. They say, build an audience first, post for a year, and they'll come. I'm saying you don't need an audience for your first customer. You need 10 places where your buyer is already gathered. Open a doc, title it 10 watering holes, and find them. Subreddits, where they vent. Facebook groups, where they ask each other questions. Discord and Slack communities. School groups. These are usually free and full of buyers. Replies under the accounts they treat like gospel, and YouTube comments and their videos solving your exact problem. Now, the rule that separates a first customer in 2 weeks from a ban in 2 days. Spend the first 3 days reading, not posting, reading. You're collecting the exact words real people use for their problem, because your sales page doesn't need to be clever. It needs to read like the inside of your customer's head. So screenshot every one of those posts into a swipe file. In a week, you'll have 30 or 40. That's your sales copy and your first customer list. Here's where most people stop. They lurk a few days, then they walk in and drop a product link in the chat. And then they get banned, ignored, or politely tolerated, but never bought from. Do the opposite. Before you mention your product, you give the room something free. The give has to be 3 things: free, useful in under 5 minutes, and right next to the problem your product solves. If you're selling a freelance pricing course, your give is a free 1-page pricing audit. You can say, drop your rate sheet and I'll send you an audit by tomorrow. If you're selling a cold email ebook, offer to rewrite one of their cold emails for free. I know, that's a lot of free work. Yes, for your first 10 customers, you will do an embarrassing amount of it. And it'll feel like you're not building a business, but you are. You're building a direct trust-based line to 10 real buyers. Because after 4 or 5 public freebies, someone messages you privately. I saw what you did for so-and-so. Could you do that for me? That message is your first sales conversation. Here's exactly what to say. When someone DMs you interested, most people panic. They fire off the sales link and pray. Or they word vomit every feature until the person ghosts. Both kill the sale. Here's the 4-message structure I use. Message 1. Acknowledge and qualify. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Before I send anything, can I ask, what's the specific thing you're trying to fix right now? You're not selling here, you're listening. The longer they talk, the more they sell themselves. Message 2. Mirror their problem back, slightly sharper than they said it. So the real issue isn't that you don't know what to charge. It's that every time you try to raise rates, you panic and discount yourself in the proposal. Is that fair? When they say yes, and they will, they've agreed you understand them. That's worth more than any feature list. Message 3. The bridge. Okay, here's the thing. I built something for exactly this. It's whatever short description you have, and the reason I think it helped is the one specific thing tied to what they just told you. Want me to send the link? Notice I didn't list features or drop the price. I asked permission. That want me to send it is the difference between feeling pitched and feeling helped. Message 4. The link with a soft close. Here it is. It's $47. If it doesn't immediately help, message me and I'll refund you. No questions. I'd rather have you happy than have your money. That refund line is non-negotiable for your first 10 customers. You're so confident it helps that you'll eat the cost if it doesn't. And that confidence closes the sale more than the product does. If they do ask for a refund, give it instantly, no sulking. It's telling you the product needs work, which is data worth more than the $47. This next part sounds boring, but it's the difference between getting to 10 customers and quitting at 0. Track 4 numbers every week in a spreadsheet. Conversations started, real DMs, or replies you initiated. Free gifts delivered. Sales conversations, people who asked for the link. And customers closed. The ratios matter more than the totals. A healthy first month looks like this: 50 conversations, 15 gives, 5 sales conversations, and 1 paying customer. That's a 2% conversion from hi stranger to they paid me. And for a first customer with no audience, that's normal and healthy. If yours is far worse, the problem is almost always step 1. Your buyer isn't sharp enough. So you're talking to the wrong people. Pull this up every Sunday for 20 minutes. That's the whole system. Let me be straight with you because this is the part that matters most. Here's how it almost always goes. Someone builds the thing, weeks of late nights. They make the sales page, tweet it, drop it in a couple of Facebook groups. And then they sit there, refreshing a dashboard stuck at 0. A month later, still 0. So they decide the product's broken and they rebuild it. 6 more weeks, same silence. The product was usually fine. They just never went to the watering hole, never gave first, and never asked. And that one missing move costs people months, sometimes a full year, sometimes thousands in ads to learn. You already know it. So don't be the person refreshing the empty dashboard, blaming a product that was never the problem. This system isn't clever and it isn't even mine. It's just what works when you have no audience to lean on. Alright, fast recap so you can run this today. 1. Define your bullseye buyer until you can picture them by name. 2. Find 10 watering holes. Read before you post. Steal their language. 3. Give before you ask. A lot for your first 10. 4. When the conversation comes, 4 messages. Acknowledge, mirror, bridge, soft close with a refund. 5. Track 4 numbers every Sunday. That's the whole system. No secret ad hack, no magic prompt. The first customer is hand built. Every single one. And so you don't have to hold all of that in your head. I turned this entire system into a free checklist. Every step, the 4-message GM script, and a Sunday tracker, all on one fill-in-the-blank page. It's in the description. Also, if you want a second pair of eyes on yours, your bullseye buyer, your watering holes, the actual DMs before you hit send, that's what my private community is for. You bring your stuff and we sharpen it together. The link is in the description as well. And the question I always get after this: I got my first customer. How do I get to 10, 100 without DMing people forever? That's the next video. The exact moment to stop hand selling and build the asset that brings customers to you on autopilot. Click it and I'll see you in there. I'm Cha-Ching Blob. Catch you in the next one.